Then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great Thursday. A little bit of butt pain on my side this morning, but all the gauges are green. All of the tires are lit. All the fires are kicked. You know the rest. Going to get directly into it before we go any further. Rose first. Bullseye Ben, number 2. Cool Colt, you are deterred. That's right. I figured it out. I know how to do it now, guys. I did it all by myself. All right. Let's see. Who else we got in here? We got Laszlo. We got Rose. We got Alrighty then Canada. Andy Pearson. Ian is in the house. LocalPrepper. Rose, and what do we got to you? Got Andy, and Oops has shown up. Anybody else who's in here, make sure you check in and I will say hi to you. Feeling better today. Already got a little bit of a scratch in the throat. We'll see where this goes. And as usual, I've got to give you guys that darn poll. How will you be prepared for a global blackout? Now, the reason I brought this subject up, guys, I'm gonna Uber task right now. I'm gonna start a poll. The reason I brought this particular subject up is actually pretty simple. You know, people just don't. I do a lot of reading, guys, and it's in the prepper verse, reading is key. And I'm just not a great reader, but I like to read things that are relevant and educational. You give me one of those 1 minute after books, and I fall asleep in like 12 seconds. But what is wrong? Something's wrong. Something is wrong. -2. There we go. Boom. Okay, and I fall asleep. But if you give me some kind of manual or something to learn or something that is like educational or thought provoking, I'm in it like Flynn. Hey, Billy, good to see you, guy. Good to see you. I'm here. VAMC called and delayed me. Of course they did. Of course they did. Frickin' VA. Hopefully we can get the VA fixed. But honestly, I think that it's a problem that's never going to be fixed until it's completely privatized. I think it should all be privatized. I think we're finding out. I think we're finding out very recently how badly the government spends our money. But that's for a different channel. Also, guys, if you are not, make sure there's actually a link because I kind of screwed it up yesterday, but I think I fixed it. Let's see here. Boom. There is the new uniquely American channel. If you Red, White, and Real, if you guys are interested, that channel is taking off. I've got right now we're over 2,000 subscribers, 300 new subscribers. Uh, just yesterday, not a joke. It's a new format. It's political. It's American. It's not like rah rah beat the Democrats. But you know what? When they make themselves like when they treat themselves like that, this is their problem. But I was reading this article about like what would uh, a global blackout lookout. What would it look like? Hold on a second here. And by the way, guys, the girlfriend is actually here in the house. She did very well. A quick update for all the members. She did very well for her chemo yesterday. She's feeling better than she probably should have. Um, do And if you guys look at that new goal that I've set today, let's see, did it go? Your goal is share. Uh, there we go. There we go. If you see the new goal, guys, if you see the new goal, guys, you'll know what I'm talking about. Today is going to be a good live stream day as long as you put out. Anywho, the girlfriend is doing very well today, better than expected from her chemo. Today is day 2 of her 3rd session. So she everything is great. What's up, Pilgrim? Good to see you. Good to see you. But I was reading this article about global blackouts, and I was very interested in it because it's like it's all about the what if scenario. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not really a fan of. But the idea is that you think of the worst case scenarios and then you try to build a plan for that. Now, with that said, overnight, the Russians have launched a military uh they won't even call it a satellite into space. And no one knows what it is. Now, we're nosy Americans. Let's face it, we're the internet. People are just nosy. But the bottom line is that they're not even calling it a satellite. They're not even saying it's a military satellite. So some people are kind of connecting the tinfoil hat dots and saying, oh, by the way, what if this is an EMP weapon? And wouldn't it be the perfect time to do that? So I thought, keep in line with the preparedness, well, t-shirt of the day, along with the preparedness that we do here on this channel, that we would yeah, we would cover some stuff like that. We would cover some stuff like that. All right, let's see here. So with that said, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. And if you guys are not paying attention to our super chat goal today, which is $5 super chats, if we make that goal, I will do at least one more live stream today. Not a joke. I'll do it. I'll probably do it at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock ish is my goal. And that one will probably last about an hour and a half. And that one will be like we can talk about whatever you want to talk about because that one will be from the road. So if you guys can help me out, I can help you out. All right, so a global blackout can be a daunting scenario, but preparation reduces risks and ensures survival. Understanding how to adapt is crucial for maintaining safety, securing resources, and staying informed. These strategies cover essential survival skills to help manage a prolonged power outage effectively. Now, if I go to we've already got 11 votes inside of the poll, and the question is, how prepared are you for a global blackout? And when we think blackout, it's like, okay, whatever, power be back on in a couple of days. Longest I've ever gone is 9 days. Now, obviously, in the field in a different country, shit like that. Excuse my French. I've gone much longer without electricity. Okay, but there's a lot of logistical assets there to support me, and sometimes. But you know what? Sometimes not so much. Anywho, the reality is that blackouts are no joke, and if we were ever to be in a global or nationwide blackout, just call it the global blackout because we're so damn important. Andy Pearson, thank you very much, my friend. Just sent off his super chat. Come on, slackers. Let me give you the thumbs up. Let me give you the big old heart. And I'm gonna go first. There we go. There we go. And we need to be thinking about these things because once again, we're in a time in our nation's history where we are letting things go. I'm seeing it every day, guys. People are like, oh, they're taking this big breath. They're taking this big breath. Guys, I'm here to tell you, the guy took office in January. It's February. Things are great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to complain about these good things. I'm not going to give horse and a mouse. But you know what? There's a lot of people out there that don't like what he's doing, and they have a lot of power. So let that sink in for a minute. All right. So thank you very much, Pilgrim. I appreciate you, bro. So with all of that said, make sure you guys hit the poll. You don't have to do it now, but we're going to talk about it. Once again, excuse the coughs. I'm trying to keep them under. You know what? Now, you know what? We're going to chug this bottle of cough. No. We'll see if that helps. See if that helps. Understanding the causes. Now, global blackouts can result from solar storms, electromagnetic pulses, cyber attacks, or cascading power grid failures. While rare, knowing potential causes helps estimate the the outages. I just saw something flash over here. It kind of distracted me. The outages duration and impact. Studying past incidents such as regional blackouts caused by grid failures or cyber threats provides insights into potential vulnerabilities. Having an understanding of these risks allows for strategic planning and prioritization of resources. Fancy words explained. Are you prepared? You should be prepared because if you're not, then you're not prepared. All right, so stockpiling non-perishable food. We all know this. I'm not going to lecture to you, but I'm going to tell you about it. Storing non-perishable foods such as canned meats, grains, and freeze-dried meals ensures sustenance when supply chains break down. A balanced stockpile should include protein sources, complex carbohydrates, and essential vitamins. Rotating supplies every 6 months maintains freshness and nutritional value. Additionally, learn how to cook using stored ingredients without modern appliances is crucial for long-term sustainability. Guys, I cannot emphasize enough. I cannot emphasize enough that you should probably have a stockpile. You should probably have Mm, I tell people start with 6 weeks, but go for 3 months. After that, it's all a cakewalk. It's pretty simple advice. You might want to take it. If you don't, then don't come knocking on my door. But to get back on point, had a conversation yesterday with somebody about ingredients. It actually was in reference to the video that I made, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about the ingredients that are disappearing from our stores, that they are, but they aren't, but they are. And this is how it's like all the ingredients are raw ingredients, like flours and oils and dairy and things like that. They're raw ingredients. And this goes to cooking from scratch. Guys, if you want to live out of, freeze-dried flavored bags, that's your business. That's your business. But you guys should know that it's not my mission to survive. I've done that. It sucks. It's my mission to thrive and to take as many people as I can with me, like you. And I think that we should be doing more cooking from scratch because then that focuses us back to the main ingredients, those main base layer ingredients of, flour and water and oils and spices and meats. Okay. You can't make pasta. You can't make spaghetti without flour, guys. It's that easy. It's that easy. Do you have a pasta maker? It's a little thingy that you turn and it makes pasta. You could bolt it to your kitchen countertop. You should probably have one. It's al dente. It's perfecto. It's perfecto. I'm gonna go to the chat here real quick here. Debbie Chandler, Debbie, where you at? Tom Fish, good to see you, bro. A little icy in my neck of the woods. Let's see here. Yeah, lots of variables. Just checking in. Bradley's here. I'm not prepared, but working on it. Slow process. Don't worry about it, Bradley. Right about the time you're ready, bro. All right, tell me you're settled in. I was like, somebody will come. can you come to our meeting, please? And you'll be like, why, yes, I can. See you guys later. All right, let's see here. Ian says, Tom Fish, good morning. Same issues here. Got thunderstorms with sleet. Yeah, apparently somebody checked in this morning. They were getting like every type of weather known to man on top of them. So it's be safe, guys. Kentucky Goatman, I have returned, says the 17-year-old. Hands on hips, the world is mine. Love you, man. Pastor Reality, good to see you. Good to see you. Rose, Debbie, glad you checked in, though. The drones may have tagged you since I saw your name there when I checked in. Let's see. You guys are talking about the weather. Mr. J, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Can make noodles by hand, no machine needed. Yes, I understand. I can do the same thing. What I'm trying to do, Rose, is I'm trying to entice people because if they have a machine, they're more apt to do it. They're not going to be like, okay. And so now you lay it down flat, you roll it out, and you take your knife out, and you go zip, 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 zip. Even though that's even easier than using the machine. It's easier to do that than using the machine. So many people won't do it. So many people won't do it. But anyway, thank you for your comment, Rose. I appreciate you guys. We're currently sitting at 17 minutes into the live stream, and we are at our goal of 1 of 5. Once again, if we meet our super chat goal today, then I will do another live stream at 11 o'clock from the road to talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Yes, it can be politics. It can be politics. It can be anything you want to. It can be anything you want to as long as you remember to put it in all caps. All right, so the next thing is storing clean water. Water is vital for survival. Water, food, security, in that order. A recommended supply is at least 1 gallon per person per day with 3-week reserve as a baseline. Large water containers, storage containers, rainwater collection systems, and backup filtration methods. These methods enhance your preparedness. Regularly inspecting storage containers for leaks or contamination ensures your safe supply. If you're a brand new prepper, go buy however many gallons you need, stick them in the closet. Don't forget about them. In 6 months, use them to water your garden, to cook with, flush your toilets, whatever it may be. Okay? That water is not useless. All right? Rotate your water. 6 months. That's my rule. The militarist shows up. What's going on, Debbie? Good to see you. All right, let's see here. Water purification methods. Stored water may not be sufficient for extended outages because we're talking about like a global outage. So, yeah, you might want to need to be able to purify some water. Making purification necessary. Gravity-fed water filters, boiling, and purification tablets provide reliable methods. Distillation can also remove contaminants not filtered by conventional methods. Having multiple purification options increases flexibility in different environments. If you have a way to purify gallons and gallons and gallons of water right now, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. Not a joke. Just do it. I'm calling you out. If you do not, put a number 2 in the chat. Be an honest broker. That's all I'm asking. Kentucky Goatman said, had to do some flood fighting. Creek went over the banks, touched back tires of my Jeep, and of course the thing wouldn't start. Went pretty good. Got the creek back down. Just posted a short on it. Still uploading. Might be a while. Okay, we will have to go and check you out, Kentucky Goatman. And and you've changed it to Kentucky Goat. KY Goat. I thought it was Goatman. Interesting. All right, let's see here. Create a communications plan. I know that there are people out there that just don't do this. They don't do it. I don't understand why. It's so simple to do. It takes like 10 minutes. 10 freaking minutes to do this. Communications become difficult when traditional networks fail. Establishing a plan using walkie-talkies, ham radios, or designated meeting points ensures coordination. Emergency contact lists should be written and distributed among family members. Practicing radio use in advance prepares individuals for effective communications during an outage. We talked about this 2 days ago. First and foremost, make a list. Check it twice. Who cares who's naughty or nice? Only that you love and care about them. Laminate it if you want. Stick it to the fridge. Go to their house. Stick it to their fridge. Ian, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I'm going to give you that like button. Everybody make sure you like his like. And I'm going to hit that heart button and I'm going to reply. And deuces, because you're number 2, bro. You're number 2. We're almost there. We are 2/5 the way there. Um, and it's runners, militarists. There you go, runners. We can use runners. But here's the thing: get that list out there, guys. Get that list of the people that you care about. All right, because they're going to be like, what? But they're going to leave it. Just buy some. Go to the Dollar Tree store. Go to Harbor Freight. The magnets are nothing. They cost nothing. I mean, they're not free, but you know what I'm saying. Stick it to their damn fridge. It's that easy. If you've Bofang radios are $23 a piece on Amazon right now. You can buy a pack of 2 for less than $50. Not a joke. Pre-program them. Put the frequency on a piece of tape. Put it on the top of the radio. Lock the keypad. Teach them how to turn it on and how to key and what to say. I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be crazy at all. There's no reason not to do these things. So that's going to be my rant. That's going to be my rant for Ian because he got us 2/5 of the way into this thing. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to invest in solar chargers, and the reason is pretty simple, really. Solar chargers provide renewable energy for essential devices. While effective for small electronics, they may not support high power appliances. Combining solar power with battery storage increases reliability. Hand crank generators serve as a backup charging options when sunlight is unavailable. If you guys are going to get into a wind machine thing, check out the ones they use for boats because they pretty much last forever. The other ones on Amazon are going to be like questionable. And when we start talking about it, I just was just playing with it the other day. And we're going to start talking about battery backups. Jackery, Jackery, guys. This is the 230. I own 2 of these. I use them for camping and whatever. These are my backup plan for like when I have like 0 options for power, and then when the generator is not going to work, that kind of thing. Um, I am an affiliate. If you're interested, there's a link in the description for the stuff that I like. Go there, whatever. That's on you guys. It's not a cheap item. These 230s are actually really cheap right now. So interesting stuff. And oh, by the way, Amazon is selling a lot of the old Jackeries because they come in like versions like 2.0, 3.0, so on and so forth. They're selling some of the older versions for really, really cheap on Amazon. So hint, hint. Also, make sure you get your hands on some solar panels because, yeah, you can recharge these things. You can use them and recharge them at the same time. Solar power is not a joke. Will it work every day? No, it won't. But it gives you options, guys. It gives you long-term, scalable options. Okay? It's that easy. I'm going to go ahead and check the chat here real quick. Kentucky Goatman says, used to be KY Goatman, but I decided it was cringe, so I shortened it. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. Chicken McNugs here, man. Good to see you. Unpopular option here, laugh out loud, but I feel like we'd be better off we had a massive grid down reset everything. There are people that do think that. I think pretty much everybody has that in their brain. They'd be like, oh my God, it's all turned off. But think, it would create a vacuum. And what you need to know about the world is that where there is a vacuum, something will fill it. We are now seeing the level of corruption. It's not about money, it's about corruption that our government has been up to. Not just the last 4 years, but say the last 20 years. Okay. And I will tell you, I don't believe that Captain Red Tide was part of it during his first term. I think that all of that stuff was hidden from him. We know that the government actively worked against him. I think now he knows. Now he knows where things. Now he's got the people who know where the skeletons are buried, and what we're finding out is that this is not pretty. You know what I'm saying? This is not pretty. This is very reminiscent of it. I think it was Iceland some years back. Um, purged their government because they found out so much government corruption. They actually like eventually charged and put their president in jail for this corruption and went after a bunch of other people. So we're not the first. We won't be the last. But every 70 to 90 years, the United States goes through a cycle where we have to get rid of this corruption that has infested us. And a purge for or just to clean out everything by reset. Um, I don't think that's necessary, but I honestly think that I'm with you, bro. I think that there are people out there, and part of me is even like, yeah, turn it all off, man. I'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? But the internal strife that would be created by, and the death that would be created by it, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go back to the chat here. Rural Tri C shut up. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. Sounds like a great plan until you realize the amount of carnage that's exactly what I was talking about, Bradley. Um, Kentucky Goatman says, I want to get a GMRS radio sometimes. I'm legal now. Dad accidentally bought a GMRS license instead of a walkie-talkie. So I showed him how to get certified, and now the whole family's boom. Love it, man. It's awesome. Chick McNug says, necessary pain. Sadly, kind of the financial fiasco, Rin. Yeah, well, 90% of the population dying off is not a necessary pain. But what we're going through now is a necessary pain. So I'm not sure what you're saying. Just covering all my bases. West Virginia Pappy says, hey, Pappy, good to see you, bro. So, seen a vertical turbine video. I love vertical turbines. I think the idea is super awesome. Debbie says she has 2 EcoFlows. Nice. Pilgrim says, I've seen some good deals on solar batteries too. Yes, correct. Turbine or blade like spiral wind chime. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Almost slipped up, didn't you? Oops says an electric motor turned in reverse is a generator. I have heard that. I've heard that. But I think there's some brush issues, so we probably have to look at that. Have you seen Cat Wheels? How much could they power? Stray Kitten, come on. We do want to get one of those giant ones that they run in. Is that what you're talking about? But cats are lazy. After about a minute of it, they'll be like, what the hell am I doing? Let's go lay down in the corner and lick my feet. Let's see here. Let's see here. Good morning, treadmills work. That's true. Tom Fish, live in Iceland for 2 years. Love rugged place. Yes, it's a beautiful country. Bullseye Ben says there's so much corruption and evil in the world, and it seems like the line between good folks and bad folks is getting clearer and clearer. Yes, exactly. Fortunately, most of them can be found on Capitol Hill. Most of the bad people can be found on Capitol Hill. It's pretty scary. Let's see here. Stray Kitten says, do they make treadmill power source? I'm not sure what you're asking, Oops, but that's a conversation for you too. Okay, guys, we've come to that part in the show where I've got to pay some bills. All right, guys, as I need to open something here because I want to share it with you. Let's see, where's it at here? Reclaim the net. Refuge results are in. Let's see here. Do this on Wednesday. Oh no, I'm sorry. I pushed the wrong button. There we go. There we go. We should be on the Jace case now. So, guys, the reason that I did that, let me throw this over here, and then we're going to F11 that puppy, and then we're going to push that button, and we're going to see if I've actually got the correct screen. I do have the correct screen. Let's make it bigger. So, Jace Medical is having a giveaway, and I wanted to tell you guys all about it. Okay. And the reason I wanted to tell you guys all about it is because you can actually win something for real, and they're giving away some serious stuff. So February is the month, and they're going to have over 70 winners. Okay, and each week of this month, they're going to feature a new giveaway of prizes ranging from the discounts on Jay's products, but their discounts suck, to be honest with you. Their discounts are the same as my discounts, so you might as well be giving me your discounts. All right, let's see here. That didn't sound right. Let's see here. Up to a fully custom Jace case, which is not a joke, guys. This thing is a monster. Let's see here, and then we're going to go enter today so you can see what it looks like. Come on, Jace case. There we go. Trusted by thousands. All right, so I don't know how hard it is for you to get. So the drawings go away. You can get a free book if you do this. They'll send you a free book. How to build an inexpensive 72-hour kit. It's actually not a bad book. I've read it. All right, let's see here. With new tariffs potentially adding complications in international supply chains. By the way, yeah, the medical is an issue. Medicine is an issue. I plan on doing a video on that here in the next week or so, because with our battle with China, I'm gonna go ahead and close that. With our battle with China right now, it's going to become an issue. It's going to become an issue until we get our trash together. Okay, so drawing schedule on February 7th, which is tomorrow. 6 winners drawn to win a $20 Jace coupon, and one winner will receive a free use case kit. It's a $99.95 value. And then on the February 14th, 13 winners are going to draw a $30 Jace coupon. One winner will receive a Jace Go, which is a $129 value. On the 21st, 20 winners are going to be drawn, and 20 winners will be drawn to win a $40 Jace coupon, and which is actually a huge deal. And one winner will receive the free Jace case base kit, $269. That's the base kit right there, guys. I have 2 of them myself. There we go. And there's more meds back here too, but it's like in a little flat cardboard thingy, Bob. So I'm not digging it out for you. And then on the 28th, 27 winners are going to draw to win a $50 Jace Case coupon, which is freaking awesome. And the grand prize to receive a fully custom Jace case valued at $1,171.95. Not a joke. Fill out the stuffs. Send it in. Get involved. If you do decide to buy a Jace case, make sure that you use LocalPrepper 10. I got to get them to change. I hate that. LocalPrepper 10 for 10% off. Yeah, guys, now you know that. Now you know you could actually like go win this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So do that because it's just smart. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and carry on. Let's get out of that. All right, let's see here. Uh, Sweet PC. What, that thing in the back? That thing is like 10, 12 years old. It just looks cool. That was a gaming machine from like years ago. That's why I keep asking everybody for money so I can get a new machine so I can process 4K video. I tried to do a 4K video the other day and it took me 3 hours to process a 10-minute video. Absolutely insane. I'm not doing it. Oh, Pilgrim, thank you very much. LP's discount code saved me $40. Local Prepper 10. Let's see here. Something just happened. I think somebody just joined. Angelina, welcome, and thank you. I wish it did more on the screen, but it just doesn't do that yet. Let's see here. Cause you're using a lemon and a nail and a penny as a battery. That's basically what that computer back there is. Oops says, straight kidding, it's not too hard. Direct drive shaft couples or belts, the monitor belts spin. Okay, so you're talking about building a generator. I love it. I love it. All right, I need to click a button over here, and we're still golden. All the gauges are still green. All right, so we talked about solar chargers. Chargers. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Learning basic first aid. A lot of people don't do it. They talk a good game, but they just don't do it. Medical emergencies require immediate response in prolonged outages. Learning CPR, wound care, and infection prevention ensures the ability to handle major injuries. First aid training programs offer hands-on experience, reinforcing essential skills for crisis situations. I think that pretty much covers it, guys. You need to get some skills. If you don't have them, you need to go out and find them. There are so many videos that are online that will teach you the basics, that will give you lists of things to buy for particular situations. Do you need to buy them? No. but you need to have basic skills. Listen, I'm good to go. I know how to put some bacitration and some band-aids on it because I had a tattoo once. Guys, that's not sufficient. We're going to cover it probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I got an email yesterday that talked about some statistics. I want to tell you about a simple statistic. You know, you hear me talk about companies and tourniquets and medical training and equipment all the time, okay? But I'm here to tell you right now, statistically, it only takes about 5 minutes. It takes about 90 seconds for a human being to lose consciousness if one of their major arteries is cut and the bleeding is not stopped. About 90 seconds, or should I say, controlled. If you cannot control that bleeding inside of 5 minutes, most people die from a traumatic injury. Most people who are hit in a car accident that has caused major trauma die within 5 minutes because of blood loss, because of lack of care, because of lack of temperature control, because of shock. Okay. Statistically, they die inside of 5 minutes. Did you know that it takes on average, even in paid responder areas where these are like 100%, they're on call 24/7 responders. It takes them approximately nationally and statistically 10 minutes to get there. You do the math on that. Let me know how that works out for you. And then tell me that you don't need first aid training. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow. All right, so keeping a well-stocked. You know what we didn't do? You know what we didn't do because I haven't drank any coffee. I'm going to fake drink some coffee. I'm going to fake because I drank my cough syrup. If you love your country, put a number one in the chat. America. I'm going to fake drink some coffee. Pretty good, huh? I'm going to talk some smack. I'm going to read some stuff. And I'm going to educate you. And you're going to freaking pay attention. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Keep a well-stocked first aid kit. Gee, that kind of falls in line with training, doesn't it? A comprehensive first aid kit should include bandages, antiseptics, over-the-counter medications, and prescription drugs. Adding splints, burn treatment supplies, and trauma dressing enhances readiness for serious injuries. Regularly updating and restocking the kit ensures effectiveness. Guys, this is actually where I keep this stuff, by the way. It's not a prank. I can't emphasize enough, guys. Get your first aid kits in line because even with skills, you're going to need the tools, right? And you're going to need to know how to use the tools, which is the whole, the whole training, education, skills, tools, training, education, skills, tools. You see how that it's cyclical, okay? You can't do one without the other. It's like you can't drink coffee without a mug, okay? You can't drink coffee without the coffee. You can't drink coffee without you know what I'm saying? You got to get in that OODA loop, okay? It's that easy. I'm gonna go to the chat here real quick. Looks like you guys are all happy with America. Let's see here. Carry a tourniquet. There you go, Pilgrim. I've got a mini tourniquet that I keep with me. Been a few years, not tears, years, but did a lower bone fracture once. Sat on some level one hand and on heel and second on the toes and pulled it. It popped back in. All done by time EMT arrived. Still holds. Gotcha, Rose. Gotcha. Tomatio, good to see you, bro. I haven't seen you in quite a while. You're going to make videos? Oops. My EDC is quick clot and tourniquet with a Sharpie. That's not bad. That's a great carry EDC. Hold tail EMT splinted. There you go. Deanna showed up. Good to see you. Remnant truth. Is this a is a full global blackout possible? I don't know. Is it possible? I mean, this sounds like an alien level event, to be honest with you. But I don't think anything's impossible. But it's a great question. It's a great question. Deanna says, sorry, I'm late. That's okay, Deanna. Anytime you show up is the right time. Let's see here. I get hamsters first. Remnant Truth. Nothing is out of the realm of possibilities. Oops says, Stray Kitten, can you do an old bike? You're still talking about generators. I love it. I like the Schlesmans, TQs, easy to carry. Yes, Schlesmans are pretty good. There's actually, where's my other one at? I actually have this new one that came out. I actually picked this up from Dr. Ben, and this is a miniature tourniquet, and it is the same width. Hold on, it's about the same width as a full size tourniquet. Um, and but the difference is that it's smaller. It's they're actually issuing them to EMTs now. But you could set it up the same way that you set up your standard tourniquet. It's just a smaller tourniquet. And it does meet the requirements set up by TCCC. Super awesome, super light. But yeah, that's my daily right there. All right, let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and move on to using alternative lighting. Candles, lanterns, flashlights provide illumination when the grid is down. Rechargeable batteries and solar-powered lighting options extend usability. Storing extra fuel for lanterns and maintaining fire safety practices prevents accidents. So that is one thing you guys need to think about, because at some point you're going to be in a situation where whatever glow stick you have, whatever electronic means of lighting you have is eventually going to lead to, over time, a situation where you're going to need to burn stuff. And my computer just went wacko. So we're going to go ahead and hit that reload button a couple of times. There we go. Looks like everything's coming back online. I don't know why it does this, I'll be honest with you. I just don't know why it does it, but it's still working, so that's all that matters. And that means that you're going to be basically energy, fire, flames, and you need to make sure that you have some kind of fire prevention practices, which means at the minimum you're going to need to have like a little fire extinguisher. You can buy them on Amazon. They look like they're about the size of a hairspray a can of hairspray, and they're basically the same technology. They're just a chemical, and I do recommend that you have them. They're about $20, I think. But I mean, it's $20 that you could stick in the corner. Just remember that those chemicals have a tendency to settle inside of both standard, what is it? What's it? Chemical and aerosol based fire extinguishers, and the chemicals, the retardants that are inside of the fire retardants. Let me preface that are inside these canisters have a tendency to settle. So get yourself a rubber mat, or I'm sorry, rubber mallet. Turn them upside down and bang them. And what that does is it lets the chemicals start to settle back in the other direction. Once you feel like that it's once you feel happy with what you've done, make sure you give it a good shake. You know what I'm saying? And then store it back where it was. Otherwise, people have a tendency to let their fire extinguisher set too long, and all you do is you're pushing out of the propellant. Let's see here. Not sure what you're doing there, Bullseye Ben, but next time ask. Let's see here. Please get 420 all day. Glad to see you. 420 all day showed up. Good morning, folks. I'm late. Sure, I'm late. Let's see here. That's all right. That's all right. If we meet our goal today of 5 super chats, then I will be continuing this live stream at 11 o'clock today. I'll be doing a second live stream. So don't be slackers. Don't be slackers. Let's see. Maintain a comfortable temperature. So we're talking about thermal regulation. Without electricity, temperature regulation becomes challenging. Insulating clothing, thermal blankets, and indoor safe heaters help in cold climates. In hot regions, battery-powered fans, shade structures, and hydration strategies reduce heat stress. Understanding passive cooling and heating techniques enhance comfort. I actually have a rechargeable fan for camping. It's about this big. You can like angle it. It's got a light on it, and you can charge stuff with it. I think it's got a 10,000 milliamp battery on it, and I use that for camping in the heat. And it works really well, surprisingly. Surprisingly, on low, it ran all night long, no problem for like 3 days. So it's something to think about. Oh, let's see here. But the clothing itself, this time of year, make sure that you're operating in layers. And you know, continue to continue to monitor the weather to pay attention. For instance, if you guys didn't know this, I will be going to New York City this weekend. I can't tell you why, because it's magical and special, and I might video some of it. Um, but you know, there's supposed to be a storm rolling through there, so I'm monitoring the weather, and I'm going to make sure that I bring the appropriate clothes and that I have the appropriate kit in my car. So you know, we can manage. We can thermal regulate to make sure that we're comfortable and safe, no matter where we go. Teresa showed up. Good to see you. Good to see you. Close rooms off. Yeah, I probably need to check the chat here real quick here. Let's see. Where are we at here? West Virginia Pappy says, seen a guy make fire starter out of chopped up professional ping pong balls and acetone. Yeah, I've seen that before too. That one's interesting. That one's interesting. Let's see here. Close rooms off, definitely. We used to, when I lived out in the woods, we used to, I spent most of my time in the living room and the kitchen and dining room during the day, and then the evenings, we would, sleep in the bedroom, obviously. So we had a heater in the bedroom, and I had a heater in the living room. And then what we would do is, I took a really heavy blanket, and screwed it up to the ceiling inside the hallway that's right in front of the thermostat. And then that way we were only heating that main living area. We're not heating the hallways, extra rooms nobody's using, things like that. And then in the evenings we would just close our door and turn the heater on, and it was fine. It was fine. Um, let's see, Teresa, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good to see you, girl. Gradually keep same clothes all the time, just extra layers. Let's see. Dryer link is great fire star. Dryer lint does work 420, but what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you let it air out. Make sure you let it dry, because a lot of people will take dryer lint right out of the dryer. They're like, "Oh, I got some dryer lint. Let's put it in a Ziploc bag." It's full of moisture from the dryer. It sounds weird, but that moisture is going someplace. If you don't believe me, look at your vent and during the winter when all of the steam is coming out of it. Okay, you've got to let it sit out and dry for a day or two and then store it, and then it's like poof, it goes right up. Let's see here. Bullseye Ben says you can make smoke grenades cutting up ping pong balls in foil and heating it till it starts smoking. That's interesting. That's interesting. Stray Kitten says, I asked for link to Oops channel. You always share channels. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. If you guys want to put, Ben, if you want to put the link to Oops channel in there, or Oops, if you want to do that, you go right ahead. I do. I always share channels. I just didn't know what was happening. That's all. That's all. And matter of fact, I believe that I don't think Oops is a mod, so Bullseye Ben will have to do it. Let's see here. I don't think, maybe I can. Let me see here. YouTube. And where we at here is, I think it's like OOPS exclamation point. OOPS exclamation point. And the other thing is there's lots of other of there are so many there's so many channels that use that moniker, that name. Let's go. Oops channel. Yeah, there's so many of them. So you're gonna have to put it in. You're gonna have to put that in yourself. All right, let's go. Thank you, Bullseye Man. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see here. Okay. You guys will get it. Maynard, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. All right, let's see here. So we've been talking about all these other things that have to do with a global power outage or just a giant, like, end of the world power outage. The next thing is securing the home. A prolonged blackout may lead to security concerns. It's going to. Reinforcing doors, 3-inch screws, installing window barriers, and using battery-powered motion sensors improve home defense. Community watch groups strengthen neighborhood security. Training in situational awareness and self-defense enhances personal safety. If you guys, water, food security. If you guys don't have your pew-pews, make sure you have them. If you're in a state that doesn't allow them, make sure you've got alternate means. Antique oil lanterns are great. Yes, I own many of them. They're freaking awesome. Um, let's see here. Where we got? There we go. Okay. So growing a survival garden. Growing a survival garden. Producing food reduces dependency on external supplies, fast growing vegetables, perennial crops, and vertical gardening. I have a tendency to get like right up on the mic. I gotta learn to relax a little bit. Fast growing vegetables, perennial crops, and vertical gardening methods maximize yield to limit space. Learning seed saving techniques ensures future harvests. Hydroponics or container gardening provides alternative growing options. Yes, I love the hydroponics idea. Stray Kitten says, that's what Ben did, but you scolded him for posting Oops channel. You owe Ben an apology. I did say a sorry. I already did. I already did. Besides, I don't apologize. Suck it up, Buttercup. Mistakes will be made. Let's see here. If you like gun content, I cover gun on my channel. Oh, now we're just putting it. Now we're just going crazy with the links, right? No, you're good. You're good. No more links today. You're all done. All right. Preserving food with refrigeration. We all should know how to do this here in the 21st century. Preserving food preservation techniques such as dehydration, canning, and fermentation extend shelf life. Root cellars and vacuum sealing methods provide additional storage solutions. Practicing these techniques before an emergency ensures proficiency. But I was supposed to say preservation without refrigeration. But the bottom line is that part of our preps should be in freezers and refrigerators. It's part of the tools that we have available to us. It's that easy. I'm always a troublemaker. All right, cooking without power. Alternative cooking methods include solar ovens, which I freaking love. I cannot wait till it starts to get a little warmer and start making my roast again. Oh my God. You guys should have seen videos of that. Rocket stoves, love them, love them. They scare the hell out of people um, in the cities because they think it's some bum cooking. But rocket stoves are awesome. And open fire techniques. I actually have one of those. The girlfriend bought me one of those like giant fire pits that are like it's all completely open. It has like metal all around it, and you can like swing your cooking surface over the top of it. Can't wait to start doing some videos with that out on the property. You need to start stockpiling long burning fuels such as wood, charcoal, and this will increase your flexibility. Practicing cooking with stored ingredients ensures adaptability in crisis situations. Sterno, stove heater. You mean like that? I'm with. Do I got to do that? There we go. Yes, you can cook on this. Just don't cook it. You got to cook with a pan or a pot. You can't just be like putting your meat like on a stick. No, it's not good. It's not good. And we are moving up on 6 minutes until the end of the stream, and we're still sitting at 2/5 of our goal. Just an FYI. Just an FYI. All right, let's see here. Managing waste and sanitation. Nobody talks about it, but this should really be a higher priority than most people think about. Proper waste disposal prevents disease breakouts. Composting toilets, biodegradable trash bags, and makeshift latrines offer sanitation solutions. Establishing hygiene routines and stocking cleaning supplies maintain health standards. Guys, everybody always talks about like we need to stop disease by controlling where we pee and poop. Guys, it's nasty. It's nasty. And the quicker you come up with a plan for it, the quicker, the more you're going to thrive. If you have to solve these problems in an SHTF or a grid down situation, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. You can go buy very thick trash bags in the roll of like 100, okay? And it solves 99% of your problems. You can literally like, I'm going to buy like 3 boxes of these from Costco or Sam's or whatever. And the problem's solved. It's on the shelf. Get a bucket. Get a pool noda. It's done. You can go buy like toilet seats and make an outhouse or whatever, but you're literally done with these 3 boxes that will actually fit inside of the bucket along with the pool noodle and stuffed in the corner. And they'll last forever. So stop slacking. Stop slacking. All right, let's see here. Safeguarding important documents. Importante. Vital records such as identification, insurance policies, and property deeds should be stored in waterproof, fireproof containers, digital backups on encrypted USB drives, provide redundancy, keep a hard copy of emergency contacts and maps, aid navigation. Guys, you guys have seen my go. I've got my box where I can literally just grab it, button naked, and jump out a window, and everything's inside of it that I'll need to rebuild my life. You should have the same thing. You should have the same thing. Building a community network. A reliable support system strengthens survival chances. Establishing mutual aid agreements with neighbors allows for resource sharing and skills exchange. Community peripherals meetings facilitate. Community preparedness meetings facilitates coordinated response efforts, which means that if you already have a system in place, a community networks in place, then it's going to be easier for you to deal with these disasters. Hygiene. Stockpile hygiene products, including soap, toothpaste, and disinfectants, preventing illness. Portable solar showers and DIY washing stations improve sanitations. Knowing how to make basic hygiene products from natural materials ensures long-term cleanliness. Guys, this list is too long and we are out of time. It's crazy. I still have like learn basic repair skills, preparing for power-free entertainment, staying informed without power, managing stress and mental health, planning for long-term survival, adapting to unforeseen challenges. It's crazy. It's crazy. Elusive, what's going on? Don't recognize you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Sorry you came at the time we were ending the live stream because I only do this for an hour. Okay, so guys, we've only gone 2 for 5. You're kind of breaking my heart because I kind of wanted to do a live stream from the road. I really, really wanted to do that. But you know me, I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler. If we get one more, I'll do it. If we get one more, I'll do it. And now I can actually like drink some coffee and watch the chat. We need one more time, please. Elusive's here. Teresa's here. Yeah. What are we at here? Lucia says, okay, did I just jump into a convo talking about pooping into a pool noodle? Let me get coffee first. Pooping into a pool noodle. I've never had anybody say that before. No one has ever actually said that before. Most people know what that is. Elusive, no. You take a bucket, okay? You take a bucket and then you put a very thick plastic bag over the bucket, and then what you normally do is put like some dirt or some sawdust or cat kitty litter or something in the bottom of it, and then you take that pool noodle and you cut it so that you can use it to line the outside of your bucket, and then you press it down on there because it's already got the slit in it, right? And then that holds the bag in place and then you could sit down and do your business. It's strictly for pooping. Okay. Now, if you want to pee into a pool noodle, I'd pay to see that. I don't have digital money. Pace count. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about pace counts. All right, guys. So listen, I know we didn't reach the goal, and that's okay because you guys know all the money that is donated. I always tell you what I'm going to do with it, or what the reason why. But the bottom line is it goes to replacing the machine back there, the computer that it looks super awesome. It really does. Okay, but I'm telling you, it won't process for. Oh, and that isn't that two? Didn't you do 2 of those, Ian? You're killing me, man. You're killing me. Now I got to scroll all. Yep, Ian did it twice. Oh, Ian carrying the weight of everybody else. Hold on a second, man. Heart, yeah, you guys all better be liking freaking Ian right now. You the man. All right, so Ian just bought you another live stream. It's going to go at 11 o'clock. Okay, or 11 o'clock ish. I got to go get the car ready right now, and I plan on rolling out at around 11 o'clock, and then we'll go from there. Now, here's what I need you guys to do. One, remember all caps if you want me to even know what you're talking about, because I can't see it in the damn car. The text is too small, and I need to be able to focus on the road. Two, that was the second one I was going to tell you. It can be about anything you want, but if you got a specific subject you want to talk about, you should be thinking about it now. That way, when I fire the damn thing up, we don't have a bunch of dead air. Okay? It's just that easy. Extend your reach, pool noodle. Ian, I want to thank you. And also, who was the first one? Who was the first one? Ian, you weren't the first one, were you? No, Ian. Who was the first one? Ian. Frickin' the chat doesn't go far enough up. The chat won't let me go any further than Ian's last one. All right, before we close this out, guys, let's go ahead and check the poll. We've got 43 votes in it. How prepared are you for a global blackout? 67% say somewhat ready, but could improve. That is an honest answer. 23% say fully prepared. Bring it on. I won't say I don't believe you, but I want to say I don't believe you. And 9% say not prepared, but thinking about it. 0% say no clue. All right, guys, I'll make sure that I post this poll in both the on the both the YouTubes as well as the on X. So, all right, guys, I want to thank you guys. I'm in my prep time right now. I'll see you guys 11ish. Stay safe. Have a great day if I don't see you again, and I shall see you when I see it. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. Appreciate you.